That's it. That's it.
Shut up.
Let me look. Let me see. I'm not sure. Let me see. Give me a phone, man. Look, reverse. Shut up. You said you shut up.
Music, it's a mystery. And here on the Mystery of Misery Work Farm, we hope to decode it. Three scrapping young lads searching for the meaning of music. Crawdad, retired astronaut and ethnomusicologist. Oklahoma Slim, undercover unlicensed dentist and taxidermist. And Jake Leg Jake, rehab center tester and owner of Tiny's fresh crabs and other surprises. They join forces with rockets, paranormal gear, a cell phone, and an unending desire to learn 4 or more chords. On Music, the Mystery of Misery Work Farm.
These may be some of the oldest sounds of American music. When I first got out of jail, one of the first things I wanted to do was to head down to New Orleans to meet up with the Mardi Gras Indians. Though their origins are shrouded in mystery, these may be the descendants of enslaved people who escaped and were taken in by the local tribes. These may be the sounds of Native American music meeting up with African music for the first time. Beneath this sacred tree is Congo Square. Congo Square was said to be the place where the enslaved people could dance on Sunday afternoons. This is where people met. We know that there were Native Americans there. We know that Europeans came later, and that singing and dancing was what dominated this square.
Don't bow down on that dirty ground. And on Mardi Gras morning, don't lose no ground. Well, I say, mighty cootie fire.
So this square may well be the birthplace of American music.
Well, I say, mighty cootie fire on Mardi Gras day. And say, y'all rubber ain't ready, gotta get out the way.
I truly believe in this place. I made contacts with the root of American music.
Say we are the John, to the ends of a nation. Oh yeah, boy we walk by down, not on the ground, because
New Orleans has always been and continues to be the place where music continues to move, develop, and change and stay at its most American. Back at the work farm, we had contact of a different type.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Absinthe, the magical fuel. more you drink, the more you drink, the more you drool. Yeah, the green fairy. Here goes the moon. You'll think life's the track. Smell like people of you. There's a reason it's the choice of meat in it. Made of the finest wormwood and grapes from
It's good. I escaped the government on my way in.
I'm glad.
I see you're wearing your hunting shoes.
Nudie boots. Designed for me by that nudie.
Well, you know how I feel about nudies.
Yeah. All right. Well, pull it over there. We got some rockets to look at today.
All right.
All right.
Abstin the magical fuel. More you drink, the more you drink, the more you do.
So we got the rockets over there. Can't quite get to them because of the way Jake parked his car. But if you guys want to try to grab them from that way, you can. I think I got one ready to go, but I remembered that in, I think it's episode 4, we're going to shoot rockets into the anomaly to try to provoke it. So I thought maybe we could practice and warm up. So let me come around that way. All right.
You know, I know the folks at home can't quite tell, but this is a lot heavier than it looks. Like I'm straining under the weight of this rocket because it's so powerful.
Yeah.
You put a whole nuclear reactor in here, right?
I did. It's still got it in it.
Yeah, is that why it's glowing?
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So then I think you got to pump it up.
And this is charging the reactor?
That's charging the reactor.
How do I know when it's ready?
I don't know. And then, yeah. And then I think
It's ready.
ready? And I think to launch it, you pull back this little contraption there. But watch out, because that thing's going to go off like a rocket.
3.
Whoa.
Wow.
Oh! It almost hit me. Did you guys hear that scream?
Yeah.
Come on, we got to check. I don't know what happened. This can't be good. Oh crap!
Oh no!
What have we done? I mean, crap. He doesn't have an ounce of blood in him. That guy's been sucked dry.
What can do this?
Well, I'm thinking maybe it was a rocket because there's one in his nose
Oh
there.
yeah, there's one sticking out of his face.
Man, what have we done? We need to cover our
That's
tracks.
the real question. What do we do now?
Well, we need to cover our tracks. Let's get them inside.
Okay.
Your security. Oh man. Okay, let's put him over here on this pedestal. We can make him into a harmonica holder.
I got the rocket out of his face.
Okay, good. Well, if we put him there, at least that will keep the government off our tracks for a little bit, won't it? And he does make a good harmonica holder.
Meanwhile, unbeknownst to our heroes, Mrs. Crawdad's purebred reservation dog Skunky was starting to behave strangely, and her head was swelling. They took her to the veterinarian. What was found was beyond belief.
So you guys know like Mrs. Crawdad just got home with the dog that we had to take to the vet because its head was swelling in strange ways and stuff.
Yeah, I've never seen a dog's head swell so much.
And let me show you what they pulled out of that dog's head. We got some microchips. It says Radio Shack on it, also misspelled.
Radio
got-
Shack. Isn't that the government ploy to get microchips into all the people?
Might be.
No, that's that little red Muppet.
Oh,
Radio Shack?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
We got a Sovtech vacuum tube. And this looks like it's like a dimmer switch and some wires.
Well, this ain't no dimmer switch.
Oh
You know
yeah?
what this is?
What is that?
This is the intensity control for how much they want to control you, or in this case, the dog.
No way.
Yeah. So when you turn it up, their level of control goes up. And then when you turn it down, you'd think it goes down, but it actually just goes up more.
No way. What do you think, Mr. Security Guy?
Well, I'll tell you what worries me the most is the circuit board labeled Radio Shack.
Yeah.
I've seen this kind of thing before.
Where have you seen this kind of thing before?
Well, I'm not really at liberty to talk about it, but let me just say it didn't end well.
Okay.
You know, there's a reason why you don't see Radio Shack anymore.
Yeah.
So they all went underground. People started catching on to what they were doing.
Okay, what I need you guys to do, I need you to analyze these things, figure out, are we dealing with the government? Are we dealing with aliens? And if we're dealing with the government, what government are we dealing with?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, what's he?
Do you have to go out there to him?
Howdy. Thank you very much. We had a visit from the government. Luckily, they didn't see us.
Jake, I didn't want to make you jealous. So I went ahead and brought it up a lot that I got flu last week, Heroes. I didn't want to get too upset about it.
Shoot you right down, right off of your feet.
How's that tea brewing over there?
It is sufficiently brewed.
Fantastic. So it's Make Your Wish Come True Day, you said?
Yeah, today's Make Your Dream Come True
Make Your
Day.
Dream Come True.
So I've got, 6-7 hours. Be chased out of a medieval castle by a half pigeon, half gorilla. Chased into the ocean into a long Norwegian longboat. Shuffled to France where I'm supposed to play in a tennis tournament. So
Okay.
we might have to cut this short.
Okay. I
But on
got
second thought, we won't have to cut this short.
Okay. How about you? My dream was something about like that there was this musical theater production thing that was like so
As the
big
guys
that it was
talked
gonna
and
take over the
practiced,
entire
they
world.
started to
And so, like,
realize that they were all having a shared dream and the same vision while they were playing. A vision of running with the Bigfoots. What
So
could
we
it mean?
also, we kind of have this fuzzy memory, all of us, of running with these Bigfoots. What do you make of that?
Well, I was thinking about how funny it used to be that I was in the nut house and I'm in jail now. So, I'm sorry, you caught me with one foot off the merry-go-round. What was the question?
About running with the Bigfoots?
Yeah, who gives a shit? It was probably a tabby cat.
Okay. Look what I found, guys.
Ooh,
I found the alien's ray gun.
those secret ray guns?
Yeah. What do you wonder what happens if I shoot it at you? How about you? I guess. How about Sonny? Sonny!
He's immune. He's the toughest.
Slim, what do you think?
You got it. Let's get this shit over with.
Okay. Hey guys,
Yeah.
has anybody noticed that sign on the door? You seen that before?
You know, I saw that when I walked in. I thought you put it there.
I didn't put it there.
Hey, jerk faces. If he wants to know what you're dealing with, be at Bengal Diner at 2 a.m. tonight. Anonymous.
See, it's confusing because there's some misspelled words, and 2 a.m. technically would be tomorrow, right?
Yeah, so do we go today or
And Dangle,
tomorrow?
yeah, and Daniel. I mean, there's Danielle's Diner.
Huh.
I mean, since that's the only diner in town, it probably kind of makes sense that would be.
But they're not even open. They close at 1:30.
Well, I guess we'll catch as catch can, and we'll be there and see what happens.
Okay, we'll do it. Okay, so Slim, I really want to look through the binoculars tonight when we go to the diner, because you don't ever like me. It's not fair.
Have you been signed off on them?
No, I haven't signed off on them.
Then you don't know what the procedures
What
are.
are you, the government?
I want to look in the binoculars. I want to see what's going on
No,
tonight.
not until you've gone through the procedures with me.
All right, well, I guess we got a date with Destiny at the diner.
Well, I'm not going anywhere without my rocket.
Okay. Let's get some lights on here. All right, we're taking your car.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Mama.
Yeah. Oh, and you guys are gonna do the tracking on those tubes and stuff, right? The microchips and stuff.
Yep.
Okay. That's it. That's it. Shut up. Let me look. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Give me a call. With reverse. Shut up. I heard a story that for hundreds of years, people in the Andes Mountains, particularly in Peru and Bolivia, had an annual ceremony in which they paraded the mummified remains of the Inca leaders through the streets. The people believed that the ancestors were still with them. Their bodies had died, but the spirits and wisdom remained. When the Spanish arrived, they were appalled, and they told the people that they could no longer parade the mummies, and instead they must parade the statues of Jesus and Mary and the Santos. So they said okay, and the next year the ceremony went, as it always had, but with Christian Santos rather than the mummies of the Incas presented and worshipped. Centuries later, archaeologists came to find that the statues of the Santos were built around the mummies of the Incas. In this way, they dressed up the Incas to meet the demands of their conquerors without giving up the integrity of their own religious practices. Somehow, Christianity became very sanitized by Europeans. It was considered problematic to give up self-control. While in America and Africa, and probably the majority of places in the world, religious and spiritual practices involve allowing the spirit to enter your body and your mind and move you personally. And from that expression came art, music, dance, and so forth. Christianity discourages, promoting instead external rather than internal faith. Maybe it was fear of being possessed by the devil. Maybe it was a method of control over the masses. Whichever way, directly embodying the spirits or deities was taken away from the practices. Indigenous people of the Americas have largely believed that they belong to the earth. Their faith and practices involve communing with the earth and the animals, the minerals and spirits, and with which they saw themselves co-equal. I believe that this vast chasm exists between Christianity and other faiths, religions, and practices in the world, and why European art and music seems to come from the outside in rather than the inside out. These energies converged in America. Europeans enslaved Africans to work the land that they felt they owned, but which the indigenous people felt was the owner of them. And while certainly there's been and continue to be massive conflicts created by these diverse energies, when they come together, they are synergistic in a way that makes the multicultural gumbo of American culture the envy of the world. We do see this embodiment of spirit within the Christian churches arising in rural white America and in Latin American cultures as well. And it also is a deep wellspring of American music and art. Though a lot of Americans and Christians tend to look down upon these practices, like the snake handlers, tongue speakers, putting on of hands for healing, and penitentes. But it is from these sorts of religious experiences that spiritual music, faith, praise, and gospel music arise, which are unique expressions of devotion and music within the world.
I'll lose my grip and let go. I'll take a sip and swallow. You show me in and I will follow. Freedom within, 'cause you bring me life. You bring me joy. You bring me freedom. And I can let go. If you hold on to me, I'll lose my grip and let go. I'll take a sip and swallow. You show me in and I will follow. Freedom within. If you hold on to me,